Hey, this is a news bulletin for my favorite one of my favorite characters to draw in Nons, Boomer Red Dodger. This is our personal video about him, a secret experience of mine, and literally a big tragic news. Now, I put this news in delay. I hate literally breaking bad news to a Boomer video, but Boomer is literally damn near one of my favorite characters in Nons. And Boomer literally is why I love this series so much. Yes, I'm partially a fan of my own manga. Yes, I love Boomer. He's one of my favorites, and this is all dedicated to him, the impact he has, but also the impact of what happened in our society. So before I get to the bad news, I'm gonna have to spread some good news. So this is Boomer's character design, and he is the main rival. You know how in Shonen Jump it's required to have a rival? Gabaya Murioto's rival is Boomer Red Dodger. So Boomer is literally sophisticated and arrogant die-hard battler who literally is very skilled, very calm, cool, and collect, but is very ignorant, and his personality is based off of the typical rival in Shonen Jump. And the reason why I love Boomer is because he doesn't just have a hatred for Gabaya's clan like Lily. The great thing about Boomer is Lily, he is everything you want. He is Lily, the premise of why Nods is so great. I literally wanted to state why Boomer's personality and everything is so on point, and why I am so irritated. The reason why it took me so long to write the Big Out arc and why I took it out was because I wanted to literally rush to Boomer. That's how much I'm in love with Boomer. Like when I was in high school, I literally did not start the Big Out arc and I went straight to Boomer. And literally, there has to be a little bit more build up, and I feel like it will be better if there's more build up. But here's the thing. So the great thing about him is this. So this is an Easter egg about why Boomer is also one of my favorites. So how did Boomer get created? He got created off this video game called Cartoon Network Fusion Fall. And what happened was this. It was literally like an RPG, but with Cartoon Network characters. And he was one of my creative characters. And so that's how he got his character design. His character design is basically ripped straight off my character in Fusion Fall. And it was pretty freaking cool. And the reason why I love this is because Boomer was my first avatar to get a girlfriend. That's it. Yeah, this is why I love this topic. And Boomer, literally, what happened was this. So I was killing shit online and I was doing crazy shit. So all of a sudden I meet this girl in Lily online on Fusion Fall, and I start flirting with her with Boomer. And I text my brother. I'm like, "Yo, Boomer has a girlfriend." He's like, "What?" Lily, it was crazy. I fucking love Boomer. Lily, the first character I created to get his own girlfriend, Lily, one of the best antagonist in the fucking series. I love fucking Boomer. I love how he fights. I love Lily. What he says, I love his catchphrase. I love everything about Boomer. He is literally one of my favorites in Nons. And it sucks that I can't literally work on him right away. He's not in the first arc, but he'll be spread apart through the first arc in bits and pieces. And that's why I love Boomer Red Dodger. But the craziest thing about, this whole topic is I want to share something personal about Nons and why literally what's affecting the community, and why, even though I may seem to be so creative, I'm going to give you a big synopsis on what just happened. Okay, so if you don't know what's been going on, I used to have this problem back when I was in high school with I'm sorry to break the horrible news, but before I got my mind right, before I literally had a balanced social life, before I really had legitimate people helping me and understanding me, I used to be suicidal in high school. And I was suicidal because I was so fucking creative. I was this and that. Like, how does the creator of Better not have a girlfriend? And literally, even though those girls weren't worth my time, I'm still a physical being with physical requirements. I still need to literally relieve myself. I can't work hard with no reward. And that literally is something a whole lot of people fail to realize today. And the reason why I'm spinning this right now, the real reason why I'm telling you this is because something happened to two people I used to work for. So I used to literally be fucking crazy. I used to be like, why can't I get pussy? Why can't I get this now? I'm sorry to be vulgar for this video, but this is a very serious topic. And literally, that's because I'm focusing on fucking Nods and nothing else. I'm focusing on my career and nothing else. Like how many people in MGTOW focus on their career and nothing else. So girls don't like him for what's on the inside. They only like him for what's on the outside. They only like you because you have money and this and that. But you could get swooped up by a bum because a bum's personality is a little bit more natural and more diverse. Yes, there is such a thing as a bum fucking a model. I was one of them. And literally what happened was this is literally what I learned from fucking the hood. It's not about literally how much money you have. It's not about going to community college. You fail to stimulate her panties. You fail to literally get her turned on. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You literally have to be a respectable person. And I learned that the hard way. So you literally think that I'm gonna flock out, hey, I have this, like, you know, the same thing with me and fucking Mood Tunes. Fucking, like, literally, back when I was in high school, Mood Tunes, literally, I was going crazy, literally, trying too hard to get girl after girl after girl, ruining my reputation for being the desperate guy in school, literally. So desperate to get one girlfriend, this and that. So literally fucking, it's like, hey, did you know I made this thing called Boo Tunes? It's like, ha ha ha, yeah, that's cool and all, but you're still harassing this girl. You have to get a balance in your lifestyle. You have to stop. Like, literally, you have to literally realize that you have tunnel vision, and tunnel vision can only go so far. You need a balanced lifestyle. Tunnel vision is great, but it's not everything. And you have to understand that, literally, I used to have that problem. I used to be all out in my anime. There was this time where I'm like, I don't need people, I need anime. Big mistake, buddy. So other people with an expanded mind that went to school for graphic design felt the same way because they had like this. I'm like, well, I know where it takes to get pussy. I know literally that it's dangerous. I know this and that. So literally, I'm going to respect the fact that literally I have things on paper. I have like literally a solid fan base. I have all those subs. I have this and that. And literally, I'm going to appreciate what it is, and I understand that that's the role I play, and that's a very good tool. That's something I learned when I was later in life. You have to understand the role you play in life. So these two people that I'm saying right here, literally, understood that there are different roles in life, and literally, he wasn't meant to be a player. He wasn't meant to be this and that, and I understand you can't think like that forever. Any guy can fuck any girl in the world once they have game. That is the truth. It doesn't matter how ugly you are. It doesn't matter how destructive your wardrobe is. Mouthpiece makes up for everything. It's not about your material things. It's not about how you present yourself. It's you, literally. A bum can be more down to earth than a snobbish rich kid that's literally flaunting his material things, and that's why literally they can get with somebody who's understanding. That's why I met this guy on the street who was homeless but still had a fine girlfriend. You have to understand that. And literally, back when I was in high school, I was heavy on Nas. Nas this, Nas that, Nas this, and literally getting closer and closer and closer to my career. But the problem was, I was having a shitty personal life. And that's the main reason. If you guys are wondering, like, why does it take so long for somebody like me to get it on paper? Is because they want to make sure I have a personal life. They want to make sure that I'm selling. They want to make sure that I have a stable lifestyle. They don't want me fucking dodging gang member activity when I'm trying to do something professional. And you have to understand that. You have to understand that's the difference between Lily. All these celebrities that you see, Lil Boosie and all that, they have wives on the side. Before he has a wife. You have to understand that you need those things on paper before you become a celebrity, because it's very fucking stressful. And literally, you want to make sure that your personal life is in check before that. And that's why I learned over time. So here's what happened. So literally, what I did was I put Nods on hold literally for a long time. Like, I forgot I even made Nods. Like, back when I was in a group home, I forgot that Nods even fucking existed. It was still up in the air, and I still knew that I wanted that to work out. But the problem was this. I wanted to learn social skills. And once I did that, I'm like, okay, I busted a few nuts on a couple women, and now it's time to get my mind on track. It's like I got the relief that I needed, and I definitely needed the relief. No way I didn't. And now my mind is clear, so now I can work on Nods. Life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you work hard for. And one thing you guys are failing to realize is you need to work hard for a balanced lifestyle. It's like, I fucking love better, literally, but that has nothing to do with getting a girlfriend. That has nothing to do with this and that. You have to understand that you are competing with people who are trying to be basketball players, who are trying to be doing this and that. Even though better is better than all that, a girl can't understand it. You have to break things down for a girl to understand. You have to break things down for people to understand, because humans are kind of like babies. They don't know everything on spot like you think that they do. You can't literally yell at somebody like an anime nerd. I can't believe you don't know who Duke Nukem is. I can't believe you don't know who Fist or North Star is. I can't believe you call yourself black. You haven't watched Yu Yu Hockey Show. That is the stupidest fucking shit ever. You have to break it down to it in their fucking language, because we're all fucking different. And there's a way of universally presenting something to somebody. You have to understand that. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because this is very important, because after I proven that I can get a girl at Fanime, there was so much other shit that went down. Like, how does he know so much about anime and is able to get women? It's because I put anime on hold, I put nuns on hold, I put what I want on hold. Imagine if I was able to make nuns, but I was still a virgin, I was still suffering and fucking side. I worked for so many fucking rappers who literally had delays in their music career because they weren't getting coochie on the inside, but they were a celebrity on the outside. And that is literally the hardest thing to deal with. You want to have both. And that's the reason why people try to rush. I'm like, no, you have to take your time. I forgot I made nons. And when I got a whole bunch of publicity from the shit I was doing at conventions, I'm like, oh, I just so happened to be working on a manga. That's how you get the shit you want in life. You don't get it at the time where you're literally fiending for it like a drug. You get it when it's no weight, when you're mature enough to handle it. And I'm gonna make another video supporting that later on. Like Woman, for example. Woman came to me while I forgot Woman existed. It works like that. That's how life works. Because I had so much other shit to handle with my life that you have to understand that that is really what it's all about. So here's the thing. So I'm gonna get to the gritty of this video. So Boom in this guy named Boomin was a guy I used to buy graphic designs from. So when I was at the group home, one of the prominent things that people used to use against me is that I have all this style and all this charisma, but I'm not professional and I'm not able to sell my products. Boomin was able to sell his products, and so was Designs by Zero. But guess what happened? So there was this thing that was been going on for a couple of years now. A whole lot of people have been committing suicide over girls. Like, not pretending to commit suicide for attention, actually committing suicide over girls. There has been so many fucking deaths that have been recorded ever since this fucking COVID started over fucking bitches. And I've been there, and I'm trying to tell you, it's not fun. You need a balanced lifestyle. And before I get into detail of what happened to them, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want a girl. What you want is validation. You don't really want a girlfriend. You don't really want to just get laid. It comes from the fact that you feel insecure on the inside, that you're forever in your comfort zone, that you're hanging out with people who are just like you, so you're not allowing yourself to be different. You need to hang around with people who disagree with you in order for you to have a brighter mindset. This is what most of these anime fans don't have. There were so many. I used to be in the Animation Rap League, and there were probably so many black anime rappers out there that committed suicide over the fact that they can't get a girl on the inside. Because I used to be one of those anime rappers. I've been there. I've done that. I used to literally try to literally commit suicide over girls. I've been that route before, and it's not fun. I can understand your pain, and I'm here to help you to realize it's not about girls. It's the fact that you don't really have a family. You have somebody that literally wants you to stay on Earth forever, because the outside world is cruel, but you still have to adapt to it. I understand that, and these black families, where they're coming from is they don't have the resources to hide their kids. Like, a lot of white people are able to hide their kids from this society. They take them to boarding school, they take them to proper education, and they control their environment for a good reason, not for a bad reason. They control where their kids go, how their kids are feeling, who they fucking marry for a very good reason, so they don't end up in stupid activity like how I've gone into. Because of that, a lot of single black mothers don't have the resources that other mothers do when it comes to protecting their kids. So them sugarcoating what the world is about is not very good for their children. I've seen a whole lot of anime rappers. I even seen one on the fucking bus with a scar on his neck that looked at me that wear a collared shirt. The same that I used to wear in high school back when I was getting no pussy. I put two and two together. That's not a coincidence. And that's to show you that it's not about going to school. It's about you. You yourself is more important than all that. Those are just accessories. The college degree is just the accessory. All that other shit is just stupid. You can still be a spoiled brat on the inside no matter how much shit you have on paper. So here's what happened. So Boomin was this guy who I used to buy designs off of. And this is the whole thing about opportunity. People hate me when it comes to opportunity. They don't want to give me the opportunity. So literally, with the same tools you shine brighter, this is the biggest lesson. And this all ties into why you have to improve yourself. What happened was this. So I text Boomin if he can make me a design. So the whole reason why I cosplayed that Gabaya video was because Boomin was supposed to make me a Gabaya Murioto design for graphic design. I was supposed to order a Sasuke that looked like Gabaya. And the real reason why he delayed it is because he didn't want me, because he knows I'm Sasuke in real life. He knows that I literally pull hella girls in real life. Metaphorically, just like Sasuke, just so you can follow along. So basically, what happened was this. So basically, he kept on delaying my graphic and design, and I paid him already, and he's like, I'm not sure if I can do it, and so I'm going to give you what happened to another guy. There was this guy named Designs by Zero, who literally was one of my favorite guys to buy designs off of, and what happened was this. So I asked him if he can make me 2 designs, one from Yu-Gi-Oh! From Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 with Major Drip, and the other one from the Sakon from the Sound 5, another anime character in Major Drip, and the majority of the requests he has are basically like, I want a black Minato, I want a black Naruto, I want a black, Natsu Dragonair, I want black this and that, they literally, black Bakugo, literally, choosing the most generic characters. When he sees me pick all these fucking unique characters, it pisses him off because he knows that's opportunity. He knows that bitches are watching. He knows, oh, that guy has really nice drip. Literally, he knows everything. So Zero was under pressure, and all you had to do was literally make the designs, and literally, he delayed. I met you, Saku from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. Yes, I used to pay Zero for design. So basically, I paid him $20 for 2 designs. I waited and waited and waited. He delayed the last design for 2 months, and I could tell he was suffering from getting no pussy in the inside. So guess what he did? He backed out. He said, I put your money back in your account, Lily. So he backed out, and then he committed suicide because he didn't want to make my designs, because he didn't want me pulling more bitches, because he didn't want me to have the opportunity. This guy who I used to know, this is not a fucking joke. Suicide is not a joke. You think this shit is just a cartoon? These people go to school for graphic design and they can't pull a single girl. And they used to call me petty for this shit. Like, oh, there's more to life than bitches. Yeah, but bitches may not be everything, but it especially isn't nothing. Without pussy, you wouldn't be here. It's way more important than you think. Way more important. That's why you feel so strong. You're fighting the fucking galaxy where you literally try to deny that you don't need to bust a nut on a chick. You literally are fighting the entire galaxy because literally it's mother nature. You're not making the right moves in order to get it. You're pretending to be a nice guy, then you're trying to get in her pants. You're fighting the fucking universe where you're denying that you need a girl's validation. Now, literally, so what I'm trying to tell you is he committed suicide, and once you get girls, you gotta put them on hold. Just like I put them on hold in group home. He paid me back all the fucking money, and then he fucking died without my guy with design. Like, who else is gonna do that shit? You died being irreplaceable. There were so many other people that you were working on, Lily. And so, Lily, if you go on this channel, you think that he's not dead. Notice the style, and look how watered down it is. Those are old projects, and look how inconsistent his posts are. Somebody hacked his account to keep their running gag that, oh, you didn't, like, oh, he did commit suicide. It's not a fucking joke. There's no swag. The inconsistency in the post is way too common. It's way too much, man. So you have to understand this. It's like, he committed suicide because he didn't want me to have the opportunity. It's not fucking good. And Boomin did the exact same thing when I asked him for a Sasuke design. 2 black people with undeniable talent committed suicide over somebody who worked hard to get girls. Over somebody who put in the work to get those girls. Somebody who tried to tell them, it's not about the fact that I dedicated my whole life to women. It's the fact that I dedicated my whole life to anime, and I realized that was one of the missions on that I had to literally go out there. Do you literally think that you're gonna live forever just watching anime, literally, with fucking no kids, with literally no social skills, and think you're a fucking shit forever? And I worked with so many people that literally hurt themselves over it, and literally a fucking gangster would say, oh, he got over, man. Fucking, he got the last laugh. Like, literally, you asked him for his character designs, and like, literally, and he played you. He played me. Then why is he dead? And this is literally the mentality you have to let go of. You need to let go of that stupid ass mentality that literally fucking bitches ain't shit, that this and that, because these 2 guys died over there. They have really irreplaceable designs. These 2 really, really, really have so many people backing up the state. You need to accept reality for what it is. And literally, it's so fucking crazy. If you really think that they didn't die, all you have to do is go back to their files. All they have to do is hack their laptop and go to the templates that they use for their graphic design. Yes, I know how they're fucking cheating. I know how they're doing this shit. It's fucking stupid. And I love Boomer Red Dodger. He is one of my favorite characters in Nons, but this is not good. The actual guy named Boom In fucked me over, and literally, all because he was jealous, all because he didn't give the utmost justice, all because he didn't want to literally expand his mind. He wanted to stay a nerd forever and not literally grow up. You have to grow up. You can't stay socially awkward forever. You have to be considerate of the other person. I've been there, done that, and this is not a bad thing to. You literally need to understand that women are evil. but they're evil in order to ensure our survival. They are what gives us challenges in life. Women give us challenges in life so we can become men. That is the whole point of women. You have to destroy competition. You have to literally build muscles. You have to climb mountains. Do you think that's toxic masculinity? No, that's the default of survival. We are fighting for our lives when we try to get women. And that's the whole reason why we are part animals. And that's the whole reason why some girls have it easier than guys. Women show us that we are still dealing with nature, that we are still animals and wild, and that we literally still have to be human, and that we still have to have self-control. So that's why they give us a logical way of thinking, like, oh, fucking, I can't expect this out of this girl, but I can go do this and that and prove that, yo, you may be pretty fine, but I know other things are more important in life. And when you put that on hold, and when you actually handle yourself correctly, and when you actually give them a reason, like, to be your girlfriend or sleep with you or whatever romantic thing, when you actually give them every fucking reason and they stay in denial and you know they're in denial because it works for other girls and sees around with people who kiss their ass, and literally, that is when you win, and that is when they start chasing you because they cannot control you, because you actually have a mind of your own. You understand what pussy is, but you understand that it's not worth it, but you understand that other girls are going to come along if you checked her. Like, at every single place where she couldn't get you, you have to literally make sure you're on your shit. Make sure that you're spitting facts, and make sure you're not stuck in a fucking fantasy. It doesn't matter how fucking confident you are. Oh, I know you don't mean that, this and that. No, she does mean that. That's why she keeps walking away from you. It doesn't matter, literally. And you have to understand that this is a serious fucking issue. So many guys are committing suicide because you're pretending to be something you're not. Stop pretending to be something you're not, and actually become that person you've always wanted to be. And that isn't that hard to do. You have to put in the work, and you have to say, fuck you. And literally, you have to literally understand that women are made for you to accept challenges in life. Women force men to grow up, and that is why they're evil. They teach you how to be partially evil in order for self-defense. That is when you literally learn how to outsmart a bear. A bear is just a fucking animal. A bear literally has all fucking odds against you. You can walk, you can climb up a tree, you can throw a rock at the bear for distraction, then you can run faster than him because he's going to be off balance. There's a whole bunch of other things in life. They present something big to you, but there's many ways you can cope with it, especially if you have a gun, especially if you have this and that. You can literally, that is what women are for. Women are made for us to literally go through thick and thin in order for us to become men. Of course you can't be yourself in one woman 24/7 because we're all fucking different. What you have to do is you have to speak their language. You have to literally be fun in their language. Literally, talk about something that they want to talk about. It's not selfish. It's actually keeping things along. Like, you see a girl acting like a child, but you give her what she wants. And literally, and you keep on giving her what she wants, and you keep on keeping that positive attitude. You don't get anything negative at all. And literally, by the time she does try to be childish around you, you have a foundation of good, so she can't use that against you, and she will be forced to accept reality, and other people are going to tell her to accept reality too. And that's how you have to deal with women. You have to lead the situation. You can't let it play out. You have to be a leader, and she has to be a follower. And that's literally the premise of how you get all girls. And you have to understand that. I'm telling you this right now because I don't want this to keep happening to people. These people actually committed suicide, and they literally have a whole bunch of people validate them. Stay away from loser friends that are going to tell you a lie just to keep you around. You need friends that are going to punch you in your fucking arm when you're acting like a little bitch. Like, toughen up, buddy. Literally. For a good fucking reason. That's a real fucking friend. A real friend literally held you accountable for your fucking actions. Like, no, you didn't. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to put it like this. When we were in high school, I was getting drug tested sophomore year, and literally Arturo was smoking in front of me, and so I literally asked, can I hit it once? And he's all like, nope, because I don't want you to get in trouble. That's how you have to be a friend. That's how every fucking friend should act. Yes, I'll still having a good time with Arturo. Yes, there are other alternatives. I don't want people to jump to a gun thinking that this fucking money shit is everything. Money is not love. And that's where a whole lot of people get messed up. But this is Boomer Red Dodgers. Literally, his character design. I'm sorry to break the bad news, but this is a very, very big thing that you have to realize. Like, literally, I want everybody to understand. You want a girl to like you for who you are as a person, not what you have. And without further ado, this is Boomer's character design, and this is his personal love interest. But he was my first avatar to get a girlfriend line, and this all relates heavily to the topic of why you should not rely on literally your subscriptions, your this and that to let you survive. You want to have a good balanced lifestyle. So without further ado, this is Blue Tricks. I'm out.